Hi guys, it's me, Kirsty Bex. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't seen the previous video, which is a story time video of how I got ill at uni and nearly died, I'll put the link there. But if you just want to go straight into watching this video, be my guest. I'm going to be talking about ways to know that it's going bad. Just so everyone is looking after themselves at this stressful time of revision and exams and everything. And we're not pushing ourselves too hard, but we're still reaching our goals. My first sign that things are maybe not going so good is that you stop doing things that you used to enjoy doing, or you just can't be bothered to do things that you used to enjoy doing. It could be that you just feel tired, you just don't feel it at all, it just doesn't interest you at all, but there's no reason why you feel like that. For me, it was weird because I felt like I wanted to do the things, but I just couldn't be bothered to do the things. That's normally not good. During revision or any stressful time, it's nice to do things you enjoy as well on the side, so you're not just filling your life with stress, work, stuff you don't really want to be doing. It's different if those things change, but if you feel like there's nothing that appeals to you in that way, nothing that can make you feel cheerier, or even if there is something that can make you feel cheerier, you just don't feel like doing it, that's probably a sign that you're finding things a bit hard. You might need to take a step back and look at that. A second sign that goes hand in hand with that is stuff you used to like doing with other people, you'd rather just do alone. This can be on one extreme, like smoking and drinking, like if you're a social smoker or a social drinker and you find yourself drinking alone or smoking alone, that can be a big sign that things aren't maybe going so good for you. But for me, it was stuff like I used to really like cooking big meals and eating with my friends, like a big group of friends, but I would just cook for myself a big meal, eat it, and I would cook so much that it would just rot. Do you know what I mean? I have to throw it away, like, for no reason. Or normally I like to talk to my friends on the phone, just social stuff, reaching out to people. I stopped doing all of that. I didn't enjoy doing it anymore. That was a sign that things were going bad, for me at least. I've quite recently had the realization that when you feel like you don't want to talk to anyone at all, that's probably when you need to be talking to someone the most. If you're feeling like that, maybe just phone up your mum or your dad or a close friend just to talk to someone, to make sure you are having that interaction with the outside world. Try and leave your house once a day. And I know that sounds like such a basic thing to say, but at university, when you really eat, sleep and work in the same place, you might find yourself not leaving your house for like 3 or 4 days at a time. Don't do that. Try and leave your house once a day. Nature is good for the mind and fresh air is good as well. Another sign for me that things are going bad is if I stop eating or I eat too much. At the worst point of my illness, when I ran out of food, I just couldn't be bothered to buy more, so I just didn't eat. And then when I was ill, I wasn't eating because I was actually just ill. But that is generally a sign that things aren't going too well. My friends always say to me that food is fuel, so even if you don't feel hungry, try and eat just to keep your body going so you're not wasting away. Another sign that things are going bad for me was sleep. Sleep is very important to me. I like sleep, but at the moment when I'm healthy, I wake up at 7 a.m. and I go to bed at 1 a.m. generally every day. I try to go to bed at the same time every day because I just find it easier to wake up later. But when you find you're sleeping too much or not enough, if you find that you're really tired but you can't sleep, or you're not tired but you want to sleep, for me at least, those are signs that things are going back. I need to take a step back and review what I'm doing, because sleep is so important. It's so hard to function when you don't have enough sleep. And also if you oversleep, you actually get more tired, I find. So yeah, try not, even if it means dragging yourself out of bed at 7 o'clock because you know that's the time it's time to get up, I would do that because it's just helpful. Another sign for me that things are going bad is if my room is uncharacteristically messy. I'm not gonna say messy, but uncharacteristically messy. Like you can't walk around in it, because for me at least, my room is a physical representation of what's going on in my mind. So if I find that my room is messy and I can't be bothered to tidy up, that's not a good sign for me. Another sign that I have is if it takes me longer to do things that I usually do, or I find things harder to do than they usually are. At one point it got to a point where I would take my bike maybe like 2 minutes down the road and I just get off and walk because it was too hard. And it wasn't that I was tired, it was just too much effort. It was too hard. Another thing was, I was saying like my room before, normally depending on the severity of the situation, my room can take 20 minutes to like an hour to clean. But the last time I was ill, it took me 3 days to clean my room, and I didn't do anything else. All I did was clean my room, and it took me 3 whole days. So that was a sign for me that I should have known that something was not right, and I should have looked into it. At least, I think what I'm trying to say with this video is it's very important to know yourself, to know your limits, to know what makes you happy and what makes you stressed, so that at least when it does happen, you can combat it. Also, not to be afraid to ask for help, because if I did not go to my college nurse on that day, I don't know what could have happened. I could have been severely ill. I could have died. There will always be people who want to help you and care about you. And even if you are super ill and it means you have to intermit and take that time off for yourself, do it. Because yes, your degree will be here for 3 years, but you will be here for as long as you are here, and that's just it. Your degree cannot be more important than your health. Your degree is not more important than you. I'm just making this video to remind you that it's important to look after yourself just as much as you're trying to look after your grades. If you like this video, please like, comment and subscribe. If you know of anyone who needs to watch this video, please share it with them, send it to them. And also follow me on my other social media, especially my art Instagram, which I have started. And I will see you on the other side. That is a wrap.